One thing I really relate to with you is I like the woo-woo, but I don't like the overly hippie woo-woo. I live in Hawaii.
It's not a hippie vibe.
Hello and welcome to the Feminine as Fuck podcast. I'm your host, Monica Yates, a period and ICF certified women's life coach, and I help women to harness the power of their period and connect to their feminine flow. In these episodes, we will be talking about all things periods, hormones, confidence, health, food, money, sex, business, feminine flow, your brain, energy, and all the stuff that goes through our heads. You will walk away from each episode with new chicken nuggets and truth bombs, as I don't have a filter and I love talking about all the shit that people are thinking but too afraid to say.
Okay. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to my podcast. I gotta be honest, I'm like knee deep in like a hectic glass of tequila because it's the day that I had to cancel my event. So it's just like been a rough couple of hours. Anyway, we decided to do a podcast episode with Shelby of like the questions that you guys want to ask her. Can we turn that fire off? It's really hot. That's the point.
It feels so good.
Oh, you guys,
it feels
I'm
so good.
roasting here. All right, we'll leave it, whatever. Okay, so we're doing these questions for Shelby. I'm a little bit tipsy, kind of a lot. I have a towel on my head. I'm in my pajamas, but it's a total vibe. So let's just start off with the first question, Shelby.
Okay.
All right, everyone, this is Shelby.
Hello.
For those that don't know, Shelby's my manager. She does everything behind the scenes. She emails all of you. She's just like... She like runs my business and I just like am the face of it basically. She's awesome. Okay.
It's
first
the best.
question. Yeah.
Okay, the first question's for you actually.
Oh.
And it says, how did you know Shelby was perfect for you and your work?
Oh, okay. Well, firstly, I read your email when I was on the toilet pooing.
I remember.
Yes, that's always a sign for me. Like, it's always a sign. Like, I'm like clearing one thing out, letting one thing in. I also was meant to hire somebody else and then she had to pull out because her grandfather got really sick in Germany. And then I got Shelby's email. I think it was also like 9/11, which is also my angel numbers. There was a lot of synchronicities, and I was on the toilet pooing. And also something for me that was really big was like, your email was really specific. It was like, good luck with your move to New York. So I was like, okay, well, she obviously follows me. Otherwise, she would know that I was moving to New York. And then I just replied to your email like pretty much straight away and was like, can we get on a call like ASAP? And then I got on a call with you and I had a list of questions that I wanted to ask you. And I also said to you, like, prepare a few things. I gave you like a few like questions, like challenges. I was like, what things would you change in my business? Like that sort of stuff. So I was kind of like, okay, she has to actually do some work before she comes. And then, wow, my voice is actually quiet on this thing. That's a miracle. And then we got on the call and I was like, it's a vibe. And then I pretty much like hired you on the spot. We did like a 2-week like intern trial period and I hired you as an intern. Then I was like, I want to pay you.
Yeah.
And it didn't last as an intern very long.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
It was really fun. Yeah, and also one of the signs for me as well is your Zoom ID has one of my angel numbers, the 222.
Okay.
And then also I remember getting an email from you with the 9/11, like at that time slot as well.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Meant to be. Okay.
Okay, the next question is it best to work with someone who has done the work or just unexperienced and understand what you do?
Is that for me?
For you, yeah.
Oh, okay. I felt that it was really important that you were interested in the work. I didn't necessarily need you to have done the work per se, quote unquote. I needed you to be interested in it and like understand it in the way that a follower would understand it. Like you didn't need to be amazing at it. You needed to just understand it. But for me, the biggest thing that I asked you, and that was really important, was that I cannot have someone that wants to be me. Because if you want to be me, you are not in it to build my business. You're in it to be me. And then you'll basically take from me, take what you want, leave, and then leave me high and dry. And that to me isn't a sustainable business. So the biggest thing for me, I remember asking you is like, do you want to be me? And you were like, no.
Yeah.
And I was like, awesome. So yeah.
Okay, let me see. My phone just... Okay. Hi, Shelby. Are you into the woo-woo? Would you like to own your own business one day? So I feel like one thing I really relate to with you is I like the woo-woo, but I don't like the overly hippie woo-woo. I live in Hawaii.
It's not a hippie vibe. You live in Hawaii. And it's just like, I'm glad that I come to New York.
Yeah, I live in Hawaii and like my last 2 jobs were super woo-woo, almost like the wounded feminine in a way where it was like, we're just flowing, we have no plans for anything. And like my boss was like, Shelby, like I went to this healing retreat and they put frog throw up in my arm. You really should do it. I was like, no.
Frog throw up in my arm.
Yeah, and she was like, it's like cleansing for your anger or whatever. I was like, I don't know about that.
I reckon it's better to
know.
just yell the anger out.
I think so too.
Yeah.
So I'm interested
weird.
in spirituality, but not necessarily like, I don't know the word for it. Like,
what I say to like what I am is this combination of like the woo-woo and the groundedness.
Yeah.
It's like I live in the woo-woo world, but I also live in the real world.
Yeah.
And that makes a powerful combination. And it's also in my astrology chart.
Mm-hmm.
But some people that like live in hippie vans that are painted purple on the mountains, they are so in the 5D that they actually can't even like live in the real world. And like those are the people where you're like, oh my God, they're so weird.
Yeah.
Because they're not living in reality as well as the woo-woo. They're only living in the woo-woo. And when I say woo-woo, I mean like they're living in like another world.
Yeah. I definitely believe that we're only as spiritual as we're grounded, and we have to use logic with intuition. So that's like my take on the woo-woo-ness. And I would like to start my own business, but I have no idea what I want it to be, because I don't know if I necessarily want to be a life coach per se, just because, I don't know, I feel like my brain's more logical.
Yeah.
Like I'd love to sell a product one day kind of vibe.
Yeah, you're never allowed to leave me.
Yeah.
Like I've said to your mom, you're never allowed to leave.
Yeah. Like I definitely don't want to start a business probably at all in my 20s though.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I just like being I just like not having the responsibility of all of that.
Yeah, not having to like choose whether to like cancel event or not.
Yeah.
Like you
It's
witnessed
a
that this morning. It was a
lot
lot of pressure.
Yeah, and also working with you, I've noticed like when you own a business, it takes so much responsibility and like true passion about what you're doing to do it every single day. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready for that.
Yeah, it's a big
anytime soon.
It's a big like, what's the word? It's a big like choice to make. Mm-hmm. Like you can do it half-assed, but I'm like not half-assed about it. So it's like a big thing.
Yeah. I thought about like a yoga studio one day, maybe like when I'm older.
Cute.
Yeah. I feel like that could be fun and logistical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're older, 75.
Yeah. Okay, someone asked, have you taken any of Monica's courses? I haven't, but I have annotated them. So
so like you guys have done them, but like you haven't like done the course before I did it.
Yeah.
But you watch all of them. Mm-hmm. So I feel like you have in a way.
Yeah. Like half-half. Almost.
Yeah.
Okay, and they're amazing. I love listening to them.
She makes all the chicken nugget PDFs. They're fucking juicy.
Okay, the next question is how did you
make sure you plug me, bitch.
No, they're amazing, seriously. Okay, the next question, the next two are, how did you start working with Monica? So, actually, I found out about Monica through her podcast, through Bailey Brown.
Okay.
Bailey
really?
Brown, yeah, so Bailey posted about hormones and like period, like exercising with. She shared the one about exercise and hormones, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then I listened to it, and I was like, this girl is everything. Like literally everything you were saying, I was like, this is everything I've been wanting someone to say, but they're not saying.
Yeah.
So I started following Monica, and I was just like looking at everything she was posting. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
And then I actually saw a psychic, and she was like, over the next year, you're gonna have a lot of career opportunities, and you'll know intuitively like what the best decision is for you to do. And then I felt this random prompting to email you. And I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna email and see if she's hiring anyone. And then I got the email, and it all went
And
from
I want to
there.
say with your email, if anybody that wants to ever email somebody, the best things about Shelby's email was that she was fucking specific. And your CV was beautiful to look at. When I open someone's CV and it's a fucking Word document with Arial 12 font, I'm like, no. Like, effing no. But for you like designed it on Canva or something.
Yeah.
And it was really beautiful. It was pretty to look at. Your email was short, succinct, to the point. And you were specific. Like, you told me what you liked about me. You told me specific things about you. And then you were like, good. I literally remember you being like, good luck with your move to New York. And I was like, right, she follows me closely, and she's been really specific. It hasn't been like a copy and paste email to 20 people. And that's why I replied, like 1,000%. When people just send me like copy and paste emails, I don't reply to them, because I'm just like, you've put no effort into it at all. So if anybody that is ever applying, be fucking specific, basically.
Yeah. Okay. Next question. Best tips for work-life balance. This is a good one.
Yeah.
Because me and you are both the same, where it's like, we can just keep going and going.
Literally, and actually both of us have had to make that rule that this year we do not work on weekends because we were bad last year. We were just like always fucking working, and this year we do not work on weekends. And we have our meetings on Monday morning, and we are very strict with our boundaries because we both can work really fucking hard. And we both have Sag moons, and Morgan has a Sag moon too. So now I've made a rule that everyone needs to have a fucking Sag moon that fucking wants to be employed by me. But yeah, so work-life balance. I don't believe that I have work-life balance. I try and have it as integration. But for me, I think the biggest thing that has actually made the biggest difference is me realizing that my number one priority isn't my business, it's my personal life. My number one priority is my relationships and love and pleasure and fun and sex and enjoyment. And it's not my business, because if I only prioritize my business and no personal life, I would never be fulfilled. I need that other stuff as well. And I wouldn't be able to last just building a business. So once I realized that, I felt like it was really easy. And also having you, like having, I mean, I say this to you all the time, but like even last week being able to like go see my man and just like dump shit on you, and you be like, I'm taking care of it. Or when I'm sick, you being like, don't worry. What did I say to you the other week? Something like fucking shit at the fan. Oh, my apartment scenario. And you were like, do not worry, I've got work covered for today. Like, that is the biggest blessing. And I know everybody's not in this position when you start out a business, but honestly, once you get to a point, like, you need that, because otherwise you're constantly drowning in work, and it's not healthy for yourself or all the people in your life, because you don't prioritize them, you're not present with them. But now I get to be really present with the people in my life, especially the special ones, and it's a lot better.
Yeah.
What about you?
I feel like definitely weekends are nice, because for me, when I'm passionate about something, it almost is, and like the type of work I do for you as well, it's very comforting in a way, like almost therapeutic, because my mind is so like not necessarily, it's very logical, like I feel like structured.
We're like the perfect combo, because you love the structure and like the management and the marketing and the planning, and I'm like we're on a meeting and I'm like talking about one thing, and then you're like, wait, what are you talking about? I'm like, oh, I've jumped to this project 10 years in advance, and you're like, wait, what? I'm like jumping everywhere, and Shelby's like, fuck. That's how it works though.
Yeah. I like having we've incorporated more structure this year, which is really nice for work-life balance. Okay.
Next question.
I like this question. The next question is, what's the most stressful thing Monica's asked you to do?
Maybe today. What's the most stressful thing? Monica being stressed and having a cry. Like last night when you were watching, what were we watching? Love is Blind.
Love is
all of a sudden I just started bawling my eyes out, and my dad texts me. Anyway, what's the most stressful thing I've asked you to do?
Okay, I honestly don't know, because I feel like
everything's stressful.
In a weird way, like it's not, because my brain is so all over the place already. Like, not all over the place, but my mind is constantly thinking about things and, like, organizing them in my brain. But I feel like the most stressful things come with events.
Yeah.
Just, like, making
events
sure...
Events are so much more work than you think.
Events are a lot of work. Like, you have to... There's so many different moving parts that you have to make sure are running and following up with everyone, and that everyone's, like, on the same page, because... it's easy with events for things to get lost in translation, and then also like the labor as well.
Yeah,
with
there's
work.
so
Like that's
many
the most
things.
stressful thing, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
let's see. Next question. I feel like we've already answered this one. What are Shelby's top traits when it comes to organizing you and your business?
Oh, we haven't answered that one. Okay. Shelby's top traits. 1, design.
Ooh.
I literally try and design something on Canva, and then I stop and I'm literally like, fuck this, I'm shit. And I just send it to Shelby, like, you just make shit look so good. I'm like, how? I try so hard, but I fail.
I feel like you're good though. I see them in Canva, and I'm like, oh, that looks good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think so. I'm like, Shelby's better. Okay, whatever. So Shelby's top traits, definitely like organization. Like, you are so organized. Like, you'll send me, like, the promo plan for the next 2 weeks, and I'm like, this shit, I always say to her, this turns me on. Like, I always just say, like, she knows it's a compliment if I'm, like, I'm having an orgasm.
Yeah.
And that's my reply. But your organization skills, your design skills, and you learn really fast. I'll give you, like, you learn really fast. I feel like between the November event and the March event, you just learned so much, and then between now and like the next event in August, Yeah, I just feel like you learn really fast. Someone asked me, like, how do you train Shelby? And I'm like, I don't actually know. You just learn really fast. And the few things that you didn't know, I would just, like, explain to you and you pick them up very quickly. What I love about you is that you won't ask me dumb fucking questions. Like, you'll try and figure it out first. And then if you can't figure it out, you'll then say, hey, can you send me the screen recording video of how to do X? But like you're pretty proactive, which is really important for me because like I remember saying this to you on your interview.
Me too.
Yeah, of like don't ask me dumb questions.
Yeah.
Like you figure it out for your fucking self. Like don't ask me stupid questions. Google shit like YouTube, and you do that, which is really important for me because if someone asks me dumb questions, I get so fucking frustrated. Like I will say that I am not the queen at managing people. Like I am not a management like. As in managing employees, it's not my forte. I can manage clients, but like managing employees and like training and teaching and saying like, this is what you've done really well and this is what you've done shit on. Like that's not my forte. People that do that, I'm like, they're amazing because that's a hard job, like a very hard job.
Yeah.
Next question.
Okay. What are your favorite travel destinations?
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that a bot or is that
I have
actual
no
question?
idea.
Let's just do it anyway.
Tell. Yeah.
Okay, favorite travel destinations. Well, obviously New York and Paris. And then Iceland is fucking amazing. Aspen, duh. And I really want to go to like Swiss Alps and like Northern Europe, like snow, obviously. Snow is where I want to go. What about you?
I loved Mexico, Tulum.
Okay.
Tulum was actually really amazing. Okay. It was like a super spiritual place. And then I love New Zealand. I was actually talking to Monica about this the other day. There's this thing called astrogeocartography.
Yeah, what a mouthful. Let's just slow that one down.
Astrogeocartography. So it basically uses your zodiac natal chart and it tells you all of the lines, like your Jupiter line, your Neptune line, your Venus line, and it's like all of the lines.
Venus is love, by the way.
Venus is love.
I only know that one because like, I'm a Scorpio and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, and then like Jupiter, which is success, wealth, prosperity, and then Neptune, and I actually don't know where I was going with this, but
but we'll link it.
Yeah, it's really cool though. It tells you like your best places on earth for success and everything.
Oh,
and
cool.
This is it. New Zealand's one of my...
Yeah, but if it says like Egypt, then don't like she
Yeah.
was talking about this last night of like I'm someone that just does not vibe with Asian countries besides like Japan. I love Japan, but otherwise
Same.
like Bali and like Phuket, like not a vibe for me.
Yeah.
And so one time I looked up something else similar and it said to me like Russia was like an ultimate place and I was like, that's incorrect. And I just like ignored it. So like just trust your intuition at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my Jupiter line's in New Zealand. I love New Zealand. Honestly, I'd probably just say New Zealand.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay. I think this is the last question.
Okay.
It's, do you know your sign in the Chinese horoscope? I'm the monkey, apparently.
What the fuck? I think I'm the rat.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I am too.
Oh, really?
I think.
Are we born in the same 12 months, maybe? How old are you?
20.
No, that's not right then. I'm 23. Who the fuck knows what I am? I don't fucking know. That's like people say, that's like when said to me like, oh, I've got a job in the Middle East. Then it's like, I've got a job in Afghanistan. Oh, what's the job in the Middle East, Monica? Afghanistan is in the Middle East. Oh. It was a tragic moment. He was just like, fuck, who am I fucking like seeing? Oh. Okay, are there any other questions? Okay, cool. Any other last things you want to say about working with me?
I love working for Monica because Monica truly cares about the people she works with and empowering people to step into their power and their femininity. It's not just like trying to make money. It actually is wanting to create a transformation, and I'm honestly in awe every time I'm at Monica's events or seeing her work, her work ethic. Like if you guys could see how much work she puts into her business and how much time and passion she puts into it, it's amazing. And it's really inspiring working with you.
Thanks, Shelby. You're the best. I honestly could not do this business without you. Like, seriously, I say it to everyone's like, I want a Shelby. Like, actually, that's a question. Where do people find a Shelby? What would be your tips for finding? Because you're like a fucking noun. We said a noun, right, Morgan? She's a noun. So she's a noun. So where do we find a Shelby? Because everybody always says, my clients are like, where do I find a Shelby? Because everyone knows Shelby is the best. And no one can have you. She's fucking taking bitches forever.
Honestly, I feel like the best way is to post on your story.
Okay.
Being like, if you're wanting help, probably posting on your story, because I know that I wasn't looking on LinkedIn. I wasn't looking like on Facebook pages.
Okay.
I was just following someone that I was interested
Okay.
in. And same with all of my friends that do stuff like me. It's more so like following someone they're passionate about. So I feel like a little bit of manifestation, posting on your stories.
Yeah.
And then if you have any friends that are in the same field, like with Bailey, for example, like it's different types of work, but same general like wellness and like helping people. I feel like cross promotion is a great way to also have people find out about your business.
And what did you study at uni? What are you studying at uni?
I'm studying communications and then entrepreneurship and nutritional science.
Okay, cool. Epic combo.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Shelby, for coming.
Of course,
That was
it was
fun.
fun.
That was
Yeah.
really fun. Any other questions you reckon we should cover, Morgan?
Cool.
Favorite sex position?
Oh my gosh. I'm actually really boring.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What are you?
I honestly like visionary.
Oh, really?
Vision. Yeah.
What's your favorite sex position, Morgan?
Is this one where like you're like kind of like sitting on like
Yeah.
underneath there, and then
Oh.
it's like, but like you like hold onto the
interesting.
shoulders. It's
Yeah.
just like
I love doggy. I'm like a dominate me kind
Yeah.
of girl. I am like a fuck me
I like that
every
or
way.
missionary, yeah.
Yeah, like people, a lot of women are like, I don't like doggy because like I feel like degraded. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like it hits the spot. Like
It does.
I love doggy.
Yeah.
Or like, honestly, like anything where I'm just being bossed around, I'm like, take me.
Yeah.
Like it's just the fucking best. Like when you can really surrender to somebody and just let them like fucking take you, it's so hot.
I definitely don't like doing the work.
Oh no. But they're like, oh, that was like, and they're sweating. I'm like, oh, I'm fine.
Like, I'm having a great time.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm just chilling down here. Like, it's fine. But, okay, any other random ask questions? What's your favorite book? Do you have a favorite book?
Ooh. Oh my gosh.
This is like a get to know Shelby episode.
I'm reading the Da Vinci Code right now.
Oh, that's
actually
that's like
super
really
good.
like intelligent reading.
Yeah.
I could not
super-
read that.
It's super interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, I love that.
What's it about?
So it's like, it talks about the divine feminine kind of, and like,
Ah.
almost, it kind of talks about the Christian church and like things correlated to that. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
really interesting. It's like historical fiction. It's based in Paris.
Ah.
It's super interesting.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do a clue for my next event.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, what's a clue for my next
It's also
event?
a city.
It's what?
It's also a city.
It's a city. It's not the fucking country. It's the city. It's not the mountains.
It's not Europe. Is that too
Specific.
specific?
I don't know. It's such a hard thing to give away. I don't want to like give it away, but at the same time, I'm like so excited.
Yeah.
Put it this way: a lot of you are going to be very fucking happy.
Yeah.
Like very fucking happy. And it's the first letter of my name.
Ooh, that's,
a good
one. Yeah.
First
that's a
letter of
good
my
one.
name. That's a good one. That's what we're doing. Okay. Any last questions, or like, do you have a question you want me to ask you that you want to answer?
Ooh.
And I'll ask you the question.
Surprise me.
Okay. What's a good question to ask? Oh, let's do. What's been the best kiss you've ever had?
Oh my gosh. Ooh, I have one.
Bro, this is our work situation. We just talk about sex positions and kissing.
Oh, and dick lengths.
And dick length. Okay. Wait, what country has the best dick lengths? Australia. 1,000%.
Australia. Australian.
Or Brita. Brita. Delete. British men.
British men.
Also, beautiful penises.
Yeah.
American men. Can pull the pants. Can pull their pants up. Generalization. But also some truth in there. So, best kiss.
Okay, honestly, so for those of you who do not know, I actually come from a very, like, I don't know the word, background.
Religious.
Religious background.
Like,
so I
what's the
haven't
word?
had, like,
Conservative.
conservative
Yeah.
background. So I don't have any,
But she
like,
works for me when we talk
Yeah.
about sex and penises and vaginas.
so I don't have any, like, amazing kiss stories, I'd say.
Okay.
Except for one in a hammock, but that one's, like, not even,
That's kind of hot though.
yeah.
A hammock.
But I wouldn't be like, oh my god.
Yeah, okay. That's like the best of the bunch.
Yeah, you know? The best
Wait for
is yet to
like, wait for
come.
like the kiss in the rain.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
the hottest when you're all wet.
Once I'm out of my religious uni.
Yeah. That's crazy how like when you're in a religious uni, like you're in a religious uni.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
Yeah.
realize that because like in Australia you go to religious school but like you're not actually fucking religious.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not necessarily.
Yeah, I'm not and none of my friends are, but they have such a strict, like, honor code you have to follow.
What
And,
happens
like,
if you don't follow it?
you get kicked out of school.
Wait,
and then,
what?
Yeah, and all of the credits that you have, like, up to that point.
So you have sex with someone, you're kicked out of school?
Yeah. One of my friends got kicked out of school.
No, how do they find out if you had sex? That's fucking disgusting.
It was actually really dumb. He turned himself in because, like, the thing is, it's also all about, like, integrity. Like, ever since you're young, it's like integrity, virtue, honest, like, chase, like, knowledge, etc.
Yeah.
And so he just had so much guilt over the situation. And, like, that's something that I also find fascinating about your work is just unwinding, like, the shame or the stigma necessarily around sexuality in a way, because I feel like that's something that I've been exposed to through my upbringing. But yeah, so my friend, he had so much shame around it that he was like, I need to talk to my religious leader and kind of like turn himself in.
Morgan's just like looking like a dead rat on the floor.
Wow, a rat.
Wow, that's so interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
And like I remember I told my friend, I was like, I had sex with someone. This was like when I first had sex.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, are you going to go talk to your bishop about it? Like, turn yourself in, basically.
Whoa.
I was like, what? Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's
We were
so
watching Love is
interesting.
Blind last night.
Yeah.
And what did I say to you? I was like, Shelby, do you know what sex is? So I said something really stupid. What did I say to
I don't
you?
even remember.
But it was something really funny because,
Yeah.
like, your school's, like, super religious.
Oh, there was someone and he was like, he's a virgin. And he's like, you're like, have you had sex yet?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was, like, joking like a mum.
Yeah.
Shelby, have you had sex? Like, obviously, we're talking about dick
Yeah.
legs. Like, she's had fucking sex. But, like, yeah, wow. It's actually interesting to me how, like, American religions are so, like, you guys are fucking tightly wound. Whereas I
Tightly
feel like
wound.
Australians are like, oh, yeah, I'm Christian, but, like, we fucked everybody in the town.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Truth. Like, let's be
It's
real.
really interesting. Yeah.
All right. Well, any last questions you think of, Morgan? Any last things?
Yeah, I feel like that's most things like business related.
All right, cool. Well, thanks, Shelby, for coming on the podcast.
Of course. It was
I think I
fun.
said thank you like 10 minutes ago, then we kept going.
I think so too.
Lol. All right. Well, I hope you all enjoyed listening to Shelby's stuff. Tell
Mm-hmm.
me if you want to have her back on. You can just email her, hello@monakids.com.au.
True.
And she'll get the feedback. Tell her what an awesome job she's doing because she fucking's awesome. I can't talk. We're like too deep in tequila now. Also, thank you all for being really understanding about my March event. It was a really hard choice. Morgan and Shelby can attest to that. We spent like hours this morning at the table. It was a really hard choice, but we had to make it. But do not worry because the August event you guys are going to be like fucking happy with, and it's going to be bigger and better than ever. So keep a lookout for that. Make sure you come. The vibe is going to be out of control. It's going to be like one giant like party, to be honest. We're actually thinking about having an after party, so like it could be really sick. We're going to go watch Love is Blind and dance around the apartment. So have a good night and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Well, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you got lots of chicken nuggets out of today's episode. I would be really, really grateful if you'd be able to leave me a review and a star rating that you think is appropriate, hopefully 5. And if you could share this podcast so that I can help more women live a life of flow and ease, I would be so fucking grateful. Make sure you tag me in it on Instagram so I can personally thank you, because I know so many of my clients have found me literally because their friends have posted about my podcast on their Instagram story. And I just want to help as many women as possible. So by you sharing it, I would be so fucking grateful, and I'm sure your friends would be too. If you do want to work with me, please do check out my website for all those details. And of course, you can DM me on Instagram with any other questions. If you have any podcast things you want me to talk about, any ideas, any feedback, I am always open to it, and I always love hearing what you guys have to say. So please don't hesitate about that either. I will catch you on the flip side. Have an amazing day or night wherever you are.